Good evening and welcome back to another episode of The Longing, where today we should, in theory, be finishing to read the Iliad by Homer. So, let's get going and see if we can actually do that. Thus to her weeping maids she makes her moan, her weeping handmaids echo groan for groan. The mournful mother next sustains her part, O thou the best, the dearest to my heart. Of all my race thou most by heaven approved, and by the immortals even in death beloved. While all my other sons in barbarous bands, Achilles bound and sold to foreign lands, this felt no chains, but went a glorious ghost, free and a hero to the Stygian coast. Sentenced 'tis true by his inhuman doom, thy noble corse was dragged around the tomb of him thy warlike arm had slain, ungenerous insult, impotent and vain. Yet glow'st thou fresh with every living grace, no mark of pain or violence of face. Rosy and fair as Phoebus' silver bow dismissed thee gently to the shades below. Thus spoke the dame and melted into tears. Sad Helen next in pomp of grief appears. Fast from the shining sluices of her eyes fall the round crystal drops, while thus she cries. Ah, dearest friend, in whom the gods had joined the mildest manners with the bravest mind, now twice 10 years, unhappy years, are o'er, since Paris brought me to the Trojan shore. Oh, had I perished ere that form divine seduced this soft, this easy heart of mine. Yet was it ne'er my fate from thee to find a deed ungentle or a word unkind. When others cursed the authoress of their woe, thy pity checked my sorrows in their flow. If some proud brother eyed me with disdain, or scornful sister with her sweeping train, thy gentle accents softened all my pain. For thee I mourn, and mourn myself in thee, the wretched source of all this misery. The fate I caused for ever I bemoan. Sad Helen has no friend now thou art gone. Through Troy's wide streets abandoned shall I roam, in Troy deserted as abhorred at home. So spoke the fair with sorrow streaming eye. Distressful beauty melts each stander by. On all around the infectious sorrow grows, but Priam checked the torrent as it rose. Perform, ye Trojans, what the rites require, and fell the forests for a funeral pyre. 12 days nor foes nor secret ambush dread, Achilles grants these honours to the dead. Funeral of Hector. Excuse me. He spoke, and at his word the Trojan train, their mules and oxen harnessed to the wain, pour through the gates and felled from Ida's crown, roll back the gathered forests to the town. These toils continue 9 succeeding days, and high in air a sylvan structure raise. But when the 10th fair morn began to shine, forth to the pile was borne the man divine, and placed aloft, while all with streaming eyes beheld the flames and rolling smokes arise. Soon as Aurora, daughter of the dawn, with rosy lustre streaked the dewy lawn, again the mournful crowds surround the pyre, and quench with wine the yet remaining fire. The snowy bones his friends and brothers place, with tears collected in a golden vase. The golden vase in purple palls they rolled, of softest texture and inwrought with gold. Last o'er the urn the sacred earth they spread, and raised the tomb, memorial of the dead. Strong guards and spies, till all the rites were done, watched from the rising to the setting sun. All Troy then moves to Priam's court again, a solemn, silent, melancholy train. Assembled there from pious toil they rest, and sadly shared the last sepulchral feast. Such honours Ilion to her hero paid, and peaceful slept the mighty Hector's shade. And with that we come to the end of the Iliad. I think that is all of the Iliad read now. I don't think there's any more. Yeah, it doesn't look like there is. However, I will say that that book makes very little sense, because what happened to Troy? Was it just left alone? It's very confusing. There's not much information there in terms of what came next, and I feel like it's missing that. But then, what do I know? What do I know? So, we can officially say that the Iliad is completed on day 840 something. I've forgotten what day it is in the set. So, day 847 is the day we can say that this is done. 847. So to read 257 pages took us 36 days worth of 10-minute readings. So not too bad, I suppose. But we are now done with it. So I can now say it's complete, which means that we only actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books in total left to read. But I'm going to discount Monte Cristo, because that is too many pages. That will take us far too long. I'm also going to discount Nibelung Lied as well, and probably Pym and Hans Pfahl. So I think all that we're left with is Morella, which is only 13 pages, The House on the Borderland, which is 245 pages, The Sleeper Awakes, which is 458 pages, and I'm going to skip The Anatomy of Melancholy as well, I think. I may do those ones that we're skipping as sort of standalone videos at another point, but I think for the purpose of this, we are going to just sort of skip them. Because we do need to come to an end of this series at some point, and reading Monte Cristo, 3,000 pages would add probably another 50 to 75% of the time we've already taken. So we're not going to do that. But I do want to read the ones by H.G. Wells, which are the House on the Borderland, I think. Oh no, that's William Hope Hodgson. That's not what the one. That's not what I thought it was. I might reconsider this one. We might just do The Sleeper Awakes, which I know is H.G. Wells. So we might just do that one, and then leave all of the other books, maybe other than Morella. Because that one's only 13 pages, so wouldn't take much to read. But yeah, that's that. The Iliad is done. It's taken a long time. We will take a little bit of a break from reading, though, and do some wandering around the caverns again. Maybe go and say hello to our friend the spider. See how the spider is doing. See if we can get any more moss carpet. And see if we can get any more gold. Because how much gold have we got? Does this tell me how much gold we've got? Oh, I also need to grab some more crystals. Yeah, we've got 1,100 golden coins. I really want to boost that. So I may do some bonus episodes that are literally just me collecting golden coins that are not part of the daily ones, because, you know, they're not potentially the most interesting to watch. Yeah, I want to get it done soon-ish. So, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining us today. I hope you all have a wonderful morning, evening, afternoon, or night. No matter what time of day it is, I hope you all have a wonderful one of it. And as always, we will be back tomorrow for more of The Longing. Goodbye.